Thomas J. Henry High School Football Live, Texas's premier personal injury law firm. The road to Ed W. Monroe Memorial Stadium is called McNeil Drive, and it might be apropos that tonight's opponent for the defending 6A Division II state champion Vandegrift Vipers is the McNeil Mavericks in a district showdown. Good evening from 4 Points in Austin, Texas. I'm Cameron Parker alongside Keith Marlin. Take a look at tonight's coin toss brought to you by Favor. Favor brings the store to your door in minutes with H-E-B now. It looks like the Vandegrift Vipers will begin tonight's game on offense. McNeil deferring to the second half. And Keith, look at tonight's game between Vandegrift and McNeil. Two teams that know each other very well and two coaches that know each other very well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when your defensive coordinator takes a job within your district, both teams, they don't speak to each other this week, but they're good friends. They talk to each other on a regular basis, but not this week. So it's going to be like what you do in practice. Your offense is going to be going against the same style of a stacked defense. A 3-3 stack is what I call it, even though they call it a broken stack. But it is interesting. You've got two teams here, in my opinion. You've got the defending state champion, who is very good on the defensive side of the ball, still trying to find themselves sometimes offensively. On the other side, you got an explosive offense that's trying to find their defensive side of the ball.
Drew Sanders, the head coach of Vandegrift, has been a head coach for 20 years, 7 of that. Scott Hermes was the defensive coordinator right here at Vandegrift, now the head coach at McNeil in his 6th season. As Bryce Wilson, the senior kicker for the Mavericks, will kick off. Brock Chilton, the senior wideout, back deep to return it. This ball goes through the end zone for an opening touchback. The Vipers will take the field first, led by senior quarterback Miles Tedecki. Keith, this kid was the MVP in the state title game a year ago, and he's got a great weapon with Brock Chilton at wideout.
No question. But you look at that, Mr. Moore back, a healthy running back. That really helps their offense too. He's an explosive kid, and he has been dinged up a little bit, back healthy now and back in the lineup.
He's been nursing an ankle injury, played a little bit last week. Starting tonight for the Vipers here. Tedecki, the Kansas State commit, on first down will hand off to Moore, and big run up the middle across the 30-yard line, about 6 yards on first down. Take a look at the starting lineups defensively brought to you by Favor. Favor brings you the store to your door in minutes with H-E-B now. Keith, you know Scott Hermes, defensive oriented, and this defense here led by the linebacking core.
Yeah, they've got to get the job done. Those two guys right there in the middle. And right off the bat, second running the board. Moore into the secondary.
Moore again across midfield, gaping hole on the right side of the offensive line for the Vipers. 2 plays for Vandegrift and already in McNeil territory.
Just nice explosive play, great blocking at the line of scrimmage, got to the second level before contact.
And a 23-yard gain for Moore, and we see what he can do when he's healthy in this Vandegrift offense. Loves to run the ball downhill. 1st and 10. Moore again, and this time McNeil wrapping him up for a loss of 1.
Excellent penetration that time from the backside, and when you get that backside penetration, that's the Will linebacker, Michael Jones, got in there quickly and disrupted that play. Now 2nd and long.
First play with a negative yard. Only 3 plays run so far for Vandegrift here. Tedecki on 2nd down. Quick throw across the middle, and that ball dropped. Looking for Arnav Sagi, the tight end. The senior unable to haul it in, and now 3rd down for the Vipers.
Downstairs, you get that ball up in his chest where he's got a chance to move with it. He had a chance to gain some yardage. He was open there. And now, first real 3rd and long in the ballgame.
And Sam Brown has checked in as the running back for Vandegrift. 3rd and 11. Tedecki will motion Chilton across. Quick fire, completes it. And near the first down line, a couple yards short. That pass was completed to Marshall Linenberger, the senior wideout. And looks like Vandegrift will go for it on 4th and 2.
Did a nice job there. Now some changes as they may bring a jumbo package into the game, but Interesting. Came out short there. Interesting alignment here. It is a jumbo package.
Sam Brown, the tailback, on 4th and 2. It'll be Brown, and Brown, did he get the first down line? They're going to say he's short by a yard. And what a stop for the Mavericks defensively as the Vipers roll the dice on 4th down early, but the Mavericks defense with a huge stop here on 4th down.
Yeah, got penetration. There was no push from that offensive line. Contact in the backfield, and a really nice job. And there's excited 11 players going off the field right there. As they get a stop, change of possession.
Now we'll see the Mavericks on offense for the first time tonight in this tandem, Keith, of Jaden Soltz and Jarrell Gary. Been around for a long time, 3 years as starters for this Mavericks offense.
Yeah, they can make things happen. They have been scoring points in bunches.
Soltz on 1st down. This time he'll actually hand off to Silent Hall, the running back, and he's going nowhere but backwards, of loss of 2 for his first touch of the night.
Yeah, nice job. This defense is so good, so consistent. It just puts so much pressure on you. A broken stack is what they call it. They do so many different things out of it. 3 down linemen, those 3 up front have got to do the job. They've got to hold in place and allow the linebackers to fly to the football.
2 tailbacks set here as Soltz will fire to the far side of the field. Passes complete to Zach Christie, the big wideout, out to the 45-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Big wideout, no question. He's a guy that's tough to bring down one-on-one, get him to the outside, good block out in front. And he pushes forward, makes it a manageable 3rd and 4.
McNeil needs to get to the 49-yard line. Hayden Taylor off to the left of Jaden Soltz, the Colgate commit. Silent Hall off to his right. At the top of your screen, Jarrell Gary. But here on 3rd down, it'll be Taylor to the outside, wrapped up quickly. Hugo de la Vera Vasquez brings him down quickly and brings up 4th down. It looks like McNeil will opt the punt for it here.
They got their big back trying to get to the outside. Great penetration right there. That's just a great individual effort on defense. You get that kind of penetration, and not only does he get there, but he wraps it up and makes the tackle. A 3 and out.
And the 3 and out comes right after McNeil forcing a stop on 4th down. But the Vipers will get it back here. High snap. Here's the punt. Brock Chilton, the return man for Vandegrift, off of 2 hops. The ball goes through his legs, and could McNeil save it? No. That could have been just a bit disastrous.
Could have been disastrous. If it touches him, that ball's a live football. A chance to look at it again, and he totally whiffs. If that touches his hand, it's live. He acts like he touched it, and then right here did a nice job of saying, I'm going to lay off of it. That could have been a touchdown.
Fortuitous bounce to go through his legs, and fortunately for Chilton, McNeil unable to keep it in play, so the touchback will send it back out to the 20-yard line. And we'll see this Vipers offense for the 2nd time tonight. Tyler Salo in motion to the bottom of your screen. Tedecki 0 for 1 now will fire. Finds Brock Chilton at the 25-yard line, and Chilton picks up 5 yards.
Just a quick stop. It's an extension of the running game. Very simple play. Little RPO, get it out, get into your receiver's hands. Good tackling, though, at the point of attack. Makes it a manageable 2nd down.
Second and 5 for the Vipers. Justin Moore, the tailback, behind Tedecki. Buechler in motion, but it'll be Moore on 2nd down. Cuts inside, has the 1st down out across the 31-yard line. And Keith, we're seeing how this offense looks when Justin Moore's out there, and it looks completely different.
He's just got such great vision. Watch him right here. When he makes a decision to go north and south, boy, he does a great job of planting that left foot, finishing the run, and getting the 1st down.
So new set of downs on the 31-yard line. And we're seeing the pace here of Vandegrift playing pretty slow early on in this contest. Now Lindenberger in motion for Vandegrift. Now Moore will step up, offset to the decky, and Moore takes the handoff, makes one man miss, but wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this Maverick defense knew all week they were going to get challenged just because of what's been going on. They've been scoring a bunch of points, but then giving up points. So you can tell they've come out, understand what they've been asked of this week, and it's an important game.
7 seniors, 3 juniors, and a sophomore starting for McNeil defensively. 2nd and 10 for Tedecki. Time to throw, now whips it across midfield, intercepted! McNeil with the game's first turnover. Johnny McFarland, the safety, picks off Miles Tedecki, and the Mavericks in Vandegrift territory.
Michael Jones, you see him coming in right there. That bull rush, just forcing to release it before he wanted to, overthrows his receiver, but the rush made the chains of possession. Second possession of the ball game for the Mavericks here.
And McNeil with fantastic field position to start. Just like their opening drive that ended in a 3-and-out. This one beginning right at midfield for Jaden Schultz. Schultz drop backs, fires, looking for Zach Christie. Got him across the 25-yard line.
Well-designed play. They go play action, put double tight end H-backs on one side, do the play action, and then take the wide receiver on an inside, takes away the safeties, nobody inside. Pitch and catch for the first down inside the 25-yard line. Well-designed play.
26-yard reception for Zach Christie, his 2nd catch of the night. 1st and 10 for McNeil, inching closer towards the red zone here. Jarrell Gary in a quarterback, fires, finds Schultz. The other quarterback, Schultz into the end zone. A little bit of trickery from McNeil, and the Mavericks strike first. A 26-yard touchdown throw, Jarrell Gary to Jaden Schultz.
Well, this is an RPO at its finest. You run right down the line of scrimmage, make sure your offensive linemen are not downfield. Everybody thinks it's sprint option. He just pulls it up. Once he starts down the line of scrimmage, his receiver just finds a soft spot in the zone and then splits the defenders for the touchdown. What a drive, 2 plays, 50 yards.
Bryce Wilson's extra point is good. The Mavericks up early over Vandegrift here in this district showdown. We'll be back after this.
For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry has been in the fight for those who have been injured in Texas. With over $1 billion delivered to our clients in the last 4 years and more than 13,000 5-star reviews, our dedication to life-changing results is clear. But don't just take our word for it. Hear from those who've experienced the difference. Thomas J. Henry. The name you know, the firm you trust.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert at Covert Chevrolet in Bastrop, where down-home roots and neighborly service still mean something. At Covert Chevrolet, we're proud to stand by our commitment to you with exceptional service and honest deals and treating every customer like family. For over 116 years, the Covert family has proudly served Central Texas. And here in Bastrop, we're more than a dealership. We're your neighbors. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop, or online at covertbastrop.com. Together, let's drive.
Well, in Scott Hermez's 6 seasons at McNeil, he's never beaten his former boss, Drew Sanders, against Vandegrift, but an early 7-0 lead here for the Mavericks, capitalizing off of the game's first turnover, an interception thrown by Miles Tedecki, as Bryce Wilson will send it deep, and out of his own end zone will be Brock Chilton. Almost runs into his own teammate, now turns upfield and taken down. Oh, look at this pile, pushing him forward out to the 30-yard line almost. 28 helmets come flying off, and that's where the Vipers will take over. KXAN Game Day Weather Forecast is brought to you by A+ Federal Credit Union. Join Austin's best credit union and live your A+ life.
Hot.
It's
That's
hot.
the forecast.
Not as hot as it could be, though, Keith, right?
Well, it's still pretty warm we're in October now. A little south breeze, about 5 to 10.
88 degrees, partly cloudy here in 4 Points. Better weather than it will be in Gainesville tomorrow, though.
There's going to be a little rain, they say.
So Vandegrift, 2 drives on offense, a turnover on downs in McNeil's territory, an interception. And Tedecki on this 3rd drive will hand off to Sam Brown. And Brown out to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Now you got a veteran guy playing quarterback. You're down here early. You're at home. No reason to panic. You just stay with your offense, stay within the frame of your offense, and see if you can't get a good drive going.
2nd and 5 for the Vipers. Brown the tailback. And Brown takes the handoff here on 2nd down. He's got the 1st and more. Out to the 45-yard line, 13 yards for Sam Brown.
Just really nice vision here. Slips through, good blocking up front, and you can see his vision cutting back. Moving the ball.
And Vandegrift's had success running the ball so far tonight, Keith.
Yeah, they've had more success. When you have one picked off, you might have a tendency to go back to let's run it for a little bit.
They average over 100 yards on the ground per game. Brown again on 1st down, and McNeil ready for that, just a yard. Bring up 2nd and 9.
This is a broken stack on both sides. It's the same defense. You have those 3 defensive linemen are so important in this frame of this defense. It allows the linebackers to fly to the football, but really nice job of standing up right there, making it a 2nd and long.
And this broken stack invented by Drew Sanders and Scott Hermes when Scott was at Vandegrift. Here on 2nd and 9, to the outside for Vandegrift goes Justin Moore. And Moore across midfield.
Boy, he shows you great speed. It looked like he was going to be caught in the backfield. Watch this. Looks like he's going to be caught right. 3 guys chasing him, but he just runs everybody to the corner. Another 3rd and short.
7 yards for Justin Moore, and now it's 3rd and 2 for Vandegrift. As they cross over into McNeil territory, 2nd time tonight. Moore on 3rd and short, has the 1st down, untouched across the 35. And those big boys up front for Vandegrift, opening up some gaps for the Vandegrift rushing attack early on.
That's a really nice job. It's sort of a trap at the outside. The tackle comes down and seals the nose guard, and the guard pulls out. It's got an angle on the defensive end. It just clears a nice hole and gets the 1st down.
14-yard carry for Justin Moore, averaging about 45 yards per game. He's almost at that now here in this 1st quarter. He's been dealing with an ankle injury, though, throughout the season. 1st and 10. Back to Moore. Tedecki has not thrown a pass yet on this drive. And why would you need to with Justin Moore's running ability? 1st down and more as Vandegrift inside the red zone for the 1st time tonight.
Now you can rely on those 5 guys up front. They're getting a great push right now. You saw that defense just backing up 2 or 3 yards down the field with no penetration that time, and Moore just found the seam to the outside and got it into the red zone.
This drive started on their own 28-yard line. They have not thrown a pass yet, nothing but rushing play calls for Vandegrift and offensive coordinator A.J. Woley here. On 1st and 10, Tedecki back to Moore, and he's tripped up pretty quickly. Maybe a yard or 2, if that, will bring up 2nd down.
You know what the best defense is? An offensive drive that takes 7 or 8 minutes. That's the best defense.
No gain there for Moore, so 2nd down. Tyler Salo back in for Vandegrift. Sam Brown now at running back for Vandegrift. Brock Chilton and Thomas Buechler at the bottom of your screen. Saggy in motion. Tedecki will throw here. Now out to his left, being pushed from the pocket. On the run, will take off. and will pick up a good chunk of yardage to make it 3rd and short.
Did a nice job right there when he could feel the pressure quickly. He saw the penetration, uses his feet to get to the outside, and makes it manageable here on 3rd down. This is 4-down territory. You could run the ball here very easily. If you don't get it on 3rd down, go again on 4th.
It'll be 3rd and 3 for Vandegrift.
They got a big back in the backfield now too.
Sam Brown. No, sorry, that's Alex Paulson, the tight end. It'll be empty set here for Miles Tedecki. Now Moore will motion back into the backfield. 3rd and 5 for Vandegrift. Chilton comes across the motion. Direct snap to Moore. Moore spinning around near the 1st down line. He's going to be short. We'll bring up 4th and 2. Oh, Keith, we've already seen Vandegrift go for it once here tonight.
Did a nice job of bouncing it right here. Thought he was going to spin out of it. It's marked down just inside the 10. Again, 4-down territory.
Vipers just need a yard. 0 for 1 on 4th down tonight. Can the Mavericks defense come up with another big stop? Sam Brown, the tailback for the Vipers. Tedecki under center. Will hand off to Brown. He's taken down in the backfield. McNeil, another stop on 4th down, this time coming in the red zone.
Just an outstanding job of coming in and making the play.
That was Bowen Wheatley.
Yeah, 82.
Tackle, and actually it was Griffin Gorbeck at running back, knocked Sam Brown for Vandegrift. Gorbeck's first touch of the night.
2nd time in the ball game, over on downs. This one down in the scoring zone.
So McNeil will take over on their own 12-yard line. Aiden Taylor on 1st down. Flung around across the 15-yard line. You know Scott Hermes, who is a defensive-minded head coach, Keith, got to be smiling to himself after 2 huge stops on 4th down against this very talented and very big Vandegrift offensive line.
Yeah, just got great penetration early, and just, when you get that penetration, running back trying to step around it looked like he might have had room to get the 1st down, but the penetration forced him to lose his balance. We're going to go to the 2nd quarter.
A quick 1st quarter, and the Mavericks in front after 12 minutes here. You're watching Thomas J. Henry High School Football Live. We'll be back for the 2nd quarter from 4 points.
It only takes a second for a routine drive to turn into a life-changing collision. Whether it's a car, motorcycle, or distracted driver behind the wheel, the impact can be devastating. At Thomas J. Henry, we know what that moment feels like, and we know how to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. From the first call to the final verdict, our team is by your side every step of the way. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota. Check out the new Kubota L2502 package deal. A front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price. All Kubota is your Kubota.
Keith, some quiet fans, some quiet students after this start for McNeil, who find themselves leading 7-0 after 1 quarter.
Yeah, it's fans are a little bit stunning on Cancer Awareness Month. In pink here at Monroe Stadium. Good 1st quarter.
Quick 1st quarter too. 2nd and 5 for McNeil. And Saltz, who has 1 touchdown reception tonight, will hand off to Aiden Taylor. And Taylor keeps those legs moving. 1st down out to the 25-yard line.
This is inspired football that right now the Mavericks are playing. They're doing a good job defensively, finding a way to make plays, and then these running backs are running. Got to find a way. This is a really good, stingy defense for Vandy.
Vipers defense that only allows about 16 points per game. 1st down, late handoff to Aiden Taylor. Looked like for a moment Saltz is going to keep it himself, but Taylor picks up 2 yards.
Pays a price to him. Really hit hard to finish that play.
That was Hugo de Oliveira Vasquez, the senior. Leads the team in tackle for losses with 6. 2nd and 9, Soltz, time to throw. Now will step up, pump fakes, has to run, and now takes off. Cuts inside near the first down line. You're seeing the athletic ability from Jaden Soltz here. We've already seen him throw, Keith. We've seen him now catch a touchdown and doing it with his legs there.
Well, just watch him finish right here. I mean, he's a big, strong young man, and he finishes, and they're going to get the first down. They awarded him. That finish was able to get him the first down and keep the drive moving.
Impressive after the defense stopping Vandegrift offensively come out deep in their own territory and have picked up now 2 first downs on this drive. Soltz back in the shotgun for the Mavericks. Fires looking for Aiden Taylor. Taylor makes the catch on the run. Aiden Taylor in the Viper territory. An absolute dime from Jaden Soltz.
No, this is a perfectly thrown football. Great blocking up front. Watch him sit there, steps into it. I mean, he has to throw a rocket right there. Good coverage. It had to be in the perfect spot, and it was. For the first down and in scoring territory.
45-yard reception. Jaden Soltz connecting with Aiden Taylor, his first catch of the game. And now on first down, the ball comes out, and I believe the Vipers have it. McNeil's first turnover of the game, and coming up with the fumble, Rohan Sturgeon, the senior defensive lineman.
Looked like he was going to go to the second level. It comes from the right side, just reaches out, slaps it out, knocks it out. And that's Parker. Davis does a nice job of knocking it out. Exactly what you needed.
Huge swing in momentum, Keith.
No doubt.
As the Mavericks were on their way to possibly taking a 2-score lead. Instead, the Vipers defense comes up big. The fumble forced by Parker Davis, recovered by Rohan Sturgeon. And now each team with a pair of turnovers here. Vipers take over on their own 21-yard line. And Tedecki will hand off to Justin Moore. And Moore along the right hash mark near the 30-yard line, out to the 29, an 8-yard gain.
Just nice quick feet, bounces to the outside. You can see what he brings to the table.
Played safety last year for Vandegrift. Got hurt during their playoff run. Played 1 play in that state title game, that win over South Lake Carroll. Now becomes the starting running back for the Vipers. And here on 2nd and 4, gets it again, but will not get the first down.
Good penetration again.
Critical 3rd down.
Tell you what, Michael Jones is having a heck of a night. Wynn also did a nice job. His nose tackle, 55.
So a loss of 1 for Justin Moore, and now 3rd and 5 for the Vipers. Tedecki trying to draw this Mavericks defense off sides. Sam Brown, the running back. Tedecki on 3rd down, across the middle, completes it. The first down in Moore. Thomas Buechler, his first reception of the night. Mavericks saying the ball came out.
Lots of whistles. But a nice job sitting right in the pocket. His receiver comes open, delivers it perfectly. Trying to spin and go forward. The ball may have come out, but his progress has already stopped. And they're right back to the line of scrimmage, going quickly.
Tedecki whips it across to Brock Chilton. That's his 2nd catch of the night. He'll pick up about 5 yards. And now we're seeing the Vipers a little bit more up-tempo here. And they'll slow it back down. Mavericks defense, that a lot of youth on this side of the ball. Giving up about 37 points per game so far this season. Have held Vandegrift scoreless so far in this first half. Sam Brown on 2nd down, going nowhere. Quickly in the backfield, Jacorian Hubbard, the senior end. And now, Keith, another critical third down.
Yeah, player down right now, though. It's like one of the big offensive linemen.
That will stop the clock at 7:47.
The penetration has been the difference in the game, though. It seems like a couple of plays going forward, but McNeil's found ways to get some penetration, sort of keep them off balance, and it's a huge third down. I mean, they just got their first turnover of the game. The defense forced that. See if they can get something going.
And just by looking at the rushing yards, Keith, you think Vandegrift's having their way, but Coach Drew Sanders told us that McNeil's defense, finds a way to get a stop, and so far they have found the way to get a stop a couple times on third downs and fourth downs.
Yeah, over on downs twice, as you see. Big left tackle Parker Cecil making his way to the sidelines.
So 3rd and 4 for the Vipers. Trailing by a touchdown here. Tedecki fires across the middle. Sagi, his tight end, has the first down.
That's just having a veteran quarterback. Having a guy that's played there, doesn't panic. He had two options there. He had more out in the flat enough for the first down, and his tight end came wide open. And well-designed play. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
A 7-yard pickup for the Vipers as they move into McNeil territory. Third time tonight. Yet no points to show for it thus far. One interception, and twice the Vipers have turned it over on downs early on in this first half, but only trailed by a touchdown here. Tedecki on first down. Another quick throw. Brock Chilton to the outside, gets a block from his receiver, now turns it upfield out to the 40-yard line. And that's the difference maker right there, Keith, is Brock Chilton. He's a player that we'll see Vandegrift line up all sorts of ways throughout tonight's game. He picks up about 7 yards on first down.
It's all about that block, though. You get that block out. Ultra does a nice job. You don't have to have a knockdown pancake block. You just got to shield and allow him to get by the corner, because the safety is running from the inside. Has a tough time getting there.
About halfway through this second quarter. Vandegrift back to the ground. Moore getting nothing, maybe even lost a yard. I think coming in from behind to make the stop there is Marshall Holland, the senior linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 3, and we've seen a lot of third downs tonight for this Vipers offense.
That's the 9th play of the drive coming.
Buechler in motion across the bottom of your screen. Tedecki on 3rd and 3. Another quick throw. Chilton got it. And Brock Chilton up to the 30-yard line. We've seen that same route concept completed a couple times now on this drive.
And this is, you know where you're going before you get the snap as a quarterback. And see the defensive alignment, receiver, quarterback on the same page. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
4th catch for Brock Chilton. 28 receiving yards so far, and the Vipers getting closer and closer to the end zone. Tedecki will hand off to Moore. And Moore out to the 27-yard line. About 3 yards. Bring up to 2nd and 7.
It's a long time-consuming drive. This is the 11th play of the drive coming. This started with 10:02 to go here in the second quarter. It's almost a 5-minute drive already at this point.
Bunch set here for Vandegrift. Now Moore behind Tedecki. Moore with the handoff, and he's met by 4 white jerseys. McNeil reading that play from the jump, and now 3rd and 7 rather, upcoming for the Vipers here on this drive.
I tell you what, they did a nice job. There's a player down for the Mavericks, and an important one too. Sam linebacker. Marshall Holland. Slow to get up.
This is probably a good stoppage for McNeil defensively, Keith, because they've been on the field for almost 20 minutes of real time.
Yeah, it started at 10:02, 12th play of the drive coming here on third down. 4:51 to go in the second quarter. It's been well over a 5-minute drive.
It's the Vipers' fourth drive tonight on offense. No points to show for, and that's because they've turned it over on downs twice, both times in McNeil's territory. Interception that led to the game's only points as Marshall Holland able to run off to the sideline his own power. Big part of this McNeil defense, the senior linebacker.
Oh, yes, he is. He's made a bunch of plays already. Just feel like this is a big play in this first half right now.
3rd and 6. Sam Brown offset to Tedecchi's left. Line the gain is the 20-yard line. Lindenberger comes across in motion. Tedecchi on third down finds Buechler again near the first down line, but he's going to be about 2 or 3 yards short.
Going to be another 4th down inside the 25-yard line.
Not even a decision, a quickly made decision rather, just to go for it here. Be 3rd and 3. 4th and 3, excuse me. McNeil's defense has forced 2 turnovers on downs. Can they get a 3rd one here late in the first half? Tedecchi on 4th and 2. Finds Sagi, and he cannot make the catch. Incomplete, and for the 3rd time in this first half, McNeil forces a stop on 4th down.
Well, it was open, it was right there, it was delivered perfectly. It's just one of those things where you lift your eyes for that 1 second and don't secure the football, knowing you're going to get hit, but if you just catch the ball right there, it gets the first down. It's a tough thing to do, but boy, that's the 3rd time over on downs and on drives of 11 plays and now 13 plays and then turn it over on downs.
It was a very promising drive for Vandegrift, but like the previous 3 drives, it ends with 0 points. From the 26, Saltz looking for Gary and nearly gives it right back to Vandegrift, excuse me. Almost coming up with the interception was Brady Spielis.
Yeah, this is an ill-advised throw. Tried to force this one in there and very easily could have got picked off.
He was looking for his target, Jarrell Gary. And Jarrell, 1 passing touchdown tonight, but has been pretty quiet outside of that. No receptions yet for the senior wideout. 2nd and 10. Saltz will hand off to Silent Hall, and Hall across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. About 5-6 yards, and well, this is a pretty big 3rd down, Keith. With
lucky he held on to that football. They caught him up around the shoulder pad and sort of whipped him around. A lot of times that ball can get loose right there. Nobody able to come in behind it and make quick contact. Huge 3rd down here.
Everyone moving on that play, and this might be the game's first penalty against McNeil.
It's been a very clean football game. Not a lot of laundry on the field. It's 2 disciplined teams.
I believe this is the first flag of the game. But a critical one.
Yep. Back them up 5.
So now 3rd and 12.
That's passing. Definitely a passing situation here.
.309 to go in this first half. Vandegrift itching to get off the field here. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. Line the gain, the 33-yard line. Saltz steps up, pump fakes, now fires, completes it to Zach Christie. He's got the first down and more across the 45-yard line. in the big wideout. Zach Christie with another big reception that moves the chains on 3rd and long.
How about staying in this pocket? It was his 2nd, 3rd, 4th receiver, and then comes open in the zone. And what a nice pitch and catch to keep this drive moving and, more importantly, keep it out of Vandegrift's hands.
17-yard completion for Zach Christie. Having a big night. Ball on the ground, picked up by Aiden Taylor. And very fortunate Taylor was there. That could have been the 2nd McNeil fumble of the night.
There's something wrong with this. This is a backwards give, and it never got into the pocket. Really weird exchange right there. You don't see quarterbacks in the shotgun turn their back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be, we're going to have the 2-minute timeout right here.
Well, let's step aside and listen to a short message from Thomas J. Henry.
For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry has been in the fight for those who have been injured in Texas. With over $1 billion delivered to our clients in the last 4 years and more than 13,000 5-star reviews, our dedication to life-changing results is clear. But don't just take our word for it. Hear from those who've experienced the difference. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Well, these last 2 minutes, Keith, will be very critical for this game. McNeil leading Vandegrift 7-0 here from Ed W. Monroe Memorial Stadium. Cameron Parker alongside Keith Moreland, and I think it's Vandegrift's very fortunate. It's only 7-0 right now in this game.
I agree with the one turnover that they got that stopped the Mavericks from getting in the 2nd time. And the other part of that, how about this defense for McNeil? They've been giving up points in bunches, and this is a good, steady offensive team in the Vipers. So it's been a great first half defensively for McNeil. Now they got 2 minutes to deal with here, try to get it to halftime. And the football.
Gary in motion for Jaden Saltz. And Saltz will find Gary his first reception of the night, but going backwards for a loss.
You take a timeout here.
Brian Perkins actually with his first catch of the night. I'm surprised we're not seeing a timeout being called by Vandegrift here.
That's what it said. They're going to let this. Still plenty of time on the play clock.
90 seconds to go in this first half. McNeil has all 3 timeouts. Vandegrift all 3 timeouts.
McNeil deferred too.
I would use up all the clock here on the play clock. Under 3, Saltz takes it. Quarterback power to the outside. Jaden Saltz falls down right at midfield. Now it brings up 4th down. And Saltz with a very awkward fall. He is down.
Yeah, it's. I don't think he was hit.
2 players down.
He tried to plant, and that left foot just didn't go. So both guys are looking at lower leg injuries. I think one came from the blow of the fall, the defender.
It was an awkward fall in the Brady Spielis, the junior who's down.
Yeah, that's his injuries because he wasn't prepared for somebody to come on the other side. That was a non-contact injury. Both of these don't look good.
You see Brady being taken off. Jaden Saltz still being looked at by the McNeil training staff. This comes with 61 seconds to go in the second quarter. It'll be 4th and 6 when play resumes.
Cam, again, I've said it so many times, football is a contact sport, and there's injuries that are created from contact. Sometimes it's a non-contact situation where you plant and something just gives, and you could really see that he was trying to make a move back to the inside, use his big frame because he's a powerful runner as a quarterback, and it just left him. And he can put hardly no weight or a little bit of weight on that left leg. That is something we will watch starting this second half.
Hoping it's nothing serious for Jaden Schultz or Brady Spillis, two key players on both sides of the ball.
Vandegrift took a timeout. They took one of their timeouts. Yes, there was an injury, but saw Coach Sanders coming down and making sure he got the timeout. So clock will be stopped. They've used one, and they have 2 remaining. Going to get the football back here. I just can't see them going for it when your QB's on the side. You're going to punt this football away.
The backup quarterback on the depth chart is Calvin Serfini, but I wouldn't be surprised, Keith, if we see Jarrell Gary, who's already thrown 1 touchdown pass tonight. He was the starting quarterback for McNeil last year when these two teams met. It'll be Bryce Wilson lining up to punt here. Brock Chilton back to receive. Plenty of time for the Vipers to get on the board here. Can they find themselves somehow tied up in this game at halftime?
They got to have a good snap, get the punt off.
Short punt, high hop, and that's where Vandegrift will take over. We'll be back for Texas High School Football Live here, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Covert. At Covert Lincoln, we believe modern American luxury should extend beyond the showroom, right to your driveway. Our white glove service means effortless maintenance with complimentary pickup and delivery. And our state-of-the-art mobile service van comes to you wherever you are. From routine maintenance to minor repairs, we bring expert Lincoln care right to your doorstep. Because at Covert Lincoln, service isn't just convenient, it's seamless. Schedule today and experience the luxury of time well saved. CovertLincoln.com.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A+ FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A+ Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A+ life. With lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply today at aplusfcu.org/beatyourrate.
We'll need to drive 85 yards to tie this game up in 46 seconds. A loss of 5 on first down for the Vipers. A quick swing pass out to Brock Chilton.
Yeah, much different looking defense. 20 yards, 18 yards off the line of scrimmage with 2 deep safeties. They're going to play 2 deep zone, and a second penalty, just trying to get a little anxious. I didn't see any penalties in the first 18 minutes of clock play in this game. Since then, we've seen a couple.
First flag on the Vipers, false start.
It's going to be difficult to get points, but one of the things that you don't want to do is give up a turnover right here. The Mavericks to get some quick points. I call them free points at this point.
Let's see how aggressive Drew Sanders is with his play calling on 2nd and 19. It'll be Justin Moore. Now, will McNeil use a timeout? And they won't. The Vipers here will hurry up. It's 3rd down, however. Play clock inside 30, and
they don't have to snap it again because the play clock is not running. They can sit right here and just take it to halftime.
Yeah, why would you even risk snapping it? Just going to halftime, especially not knowing who will be at quarterback for McNeil in the second half.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
And that will wrap up the first half from Ed W. Monroe Memorial Stadium. It's been a sloppy first half. The Mavericks, under head coach Scott Hermes, have never beaten Vandegrift, his former boss, but right now, Keith, they take a 7-0 lead in the halftime, but we've seen 2 drives end on 4th down. We've seen 2 turnovers from both sides.
Yeah, you just look at the ball game. Defense in a game that I thought there would be some points scored. Defense has been a major part of this game, and right now McNeil, who's going to get the football to start the second half with a 7-0 lead.
And we'll see who will be at quarterback for McNeil. That's the first half. Second half coming up here on Texas High School Football Live. We'll set it off to the halftime show.
When a company vehicle hits you, the fight isn't just against the driver, it's against the corporation and their insurance team. Their goal is to protect themselves. Ours is to protect you. At Thomas J. Henry, we've handled some of Texas's toughest company vehicle cases. With over $1 billion recovered for our clients in the last 4 years, we have the results and the experience to back us up. When big companies cause big problems, we get big results. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Welcome to Covert Auto Group. Since 1909, the Covert family has been at the heart of Central Texas, serving millions with pride and dedication. From modest beginnings to becoming a symbol of Texas automotive excellence, we are committed to setting new standards and exceeding expectations every day. Our journey is built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and a relentless focus on exceptional service. Discover what makes us different. Visit covertauto.com, driving Texas forward.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota. Check out the new Kubota L2502 package deal. A front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price.
Honda, it's all about volume and volume. A of inventory with nearly 700 new Honda models to choose from, like Civic, CR-V, Accord, and more. In immediate delivery, a great volume of savings with big discounts, incredible lease specials, and APR financing. All of this matched with a great volume of customers. It's easy to see one dealer in Central Texas. Howdy Honda today, where it's all about volume.
Thomas J. Henry High School Football Live. Texas's premier personal injury law firm. Back here for the start of the second half from Monroe Stadium. Cameron Parker alongside Keith Morrill. And Keith, a bit surprised that only 7 total points have been scored in this game, and 7 coming from the Mavericks.
Yeah, you just looked at this game, and I was thinking a high-scoring game. It's been all about defense, and both these defenses have made good plays. We've seen teams turn it over on downs. Only a couple of turnovers in the game. Mavericks will get it to start the second half, but without their quarterback as we get ready to go for the last 24 minutes.
Wally Olson will send it deep, no return from McNeil, and you touched on it. Quarterback Jaden Soltz, the senior quarterback who caught the only touchdown in today's game, going down with an injury late in the first half, and so a new quarterback will be in for McNeil. And we await to see if it's backup quarterback Calvin Cervini or Jarrell Gary, the senior receiver. And looks like it will be the senior Calvin Cervini, who has not thrown a pass yet this season. And he'll start this second half with the Mavericks leading 7-0 in this road district showdown.
You're always one play away. So
first down, we're going to see a lot of this in the second half. Perhaps Aiden Taylor bursting through for the first down.
A really nice trap block right up front. Got a trap on the nose guard, kicked him to the outside. A good lead block right out in front of him by the off guard into the secondary, and an excellent run to start the second half.
20-yard pickup for Aiden Taylor. McNeil only running for 31 yards in the first half. And Taylor will remain the tailback behind Cervini. Jaden Soltz, who's thrown for over 1,200 yards this season, out for the second half perhaps. Big spot for Cervini. Back to Taylor, back to the ground. And Aiden Taylor pushed backwards, but forward progress will have him out to about the 48-yard line, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, anytime you can get the tailback to not going north and south and gets east and west as he was headed to the outside, you got a chance to bring him down. First play, he got north and south quickly. His defensive front is going to have to find a way to get some penetration. Doubt we will see as many balls in the air here in the second half as we saw in the first half. They're going to rely on this running game.
They would not be surprised to see Jarrell Gary get more touches with Soltz out. 2nd and 7, Aiden Taylor again, and he's bogged down near the 49-yard line, and a late flag comes in, just the 3rd flag of the game.
This could be incidental face mask, I got a feeling. And usually with this late like this. That's exactly what it is. It's just, you see, it's just been around the game a long time, Cam, and when you see that, usually it's inadvertent, and nobody's trying to grab it. It just reaches up and gets a piece of it right there at the end, and it's going to cost them 15 and carries with it an automatic first down.
Massive penalty. It moves McNeil in the Vandegrift territory. If you're Coach Sanders coming out of halftime, Keith, you're thinking, okay, backup quarterback in. This is a great opportunity to force the 3 and out. Instead, free 15 yards in the Mavericks now with a backup quarterback getting closer to the red zone.
Yeah, 2 backs in the backfield. We have not seen this formation at any point in the game here. Don't know if there's going to be motion here.
It's Aiden Taylor and Silent Hall, and it will be Hall with the handoff, sheds 1 tackle, spins around a 2nd tackle, and out across the 35-yard line.
Did a nice job here, good lead block, and breaks 1 tackle and gets to the outside. Nice job of making sure he couldn't get all the way to the corner.
A long 2 yards picked up for Hall, his 3rd carry of the evening.
Different look in this formation. 2 spread out wide outs with a tight end, 2 backs in the backfield.
And now Cervini's out, Terrell Gary's in at quarterback. So pick your poison for McNeil. Gary high snap, will take off on the quarterback run, cuts up field. He has the first down and more. There's the explosiveness, the playmaking from Terrell Gary. Averages over 150 yards per game, Keith, and we see him as a quarterback here on this play. Pick up the first down.
Design run to the outside. It's really nice opening drive here. Using clock and getting first downs. A lot of different guys taking the snap.
Cervini back at quarterback and some movement at the line of scrimmage.
But it just kills you. You got something going and all of a sudden you get, this is going to be offsides. I think that was going to be an illegal procedure penalty, and instead it cost the Vipers 5 yards. It'd be 1st and 5.
And you think from either side they'd be a little bit more anxious. The line of scrimmage, it would be McNeil with a backup quarterback in.
Because cadence are different.
Penalties were very costly for the Vipers in that loss to Dripping Springs. Rearing its head here. 2nd penalty on this drive after just 1 in the first half. Cervini, end zone looking for sack. Christie goes up and makes the grab. Touchdown McNeil and the Mavericks. Shocking Vandegrift here on the road.
Well, this is just a receiver that wanted the football, knew where the football was coming. It's sort of thrown up. There's coverage right there, but he just goes up and takes it away. High points the ball right at the end zone, knowing where the football is. And just like that, a 2-possession game, an extra point pending.
Bryce Wilson on for the extra point. The hold from Zach Christie, who just caught his 4th pass. This one for a touchdown, a 2-score lead for the Mavericks. You're watching Texas High School Football Live.
Getting hurt at work doesn't just affect your job, it affects your life, your family, and your future. Medical bills pile up, paychecks stop coming, and suddenly you're left wondering what's next. At Thomas J. Henry, we've spent decades protecting injured Texas workers, holding employers and insurance companies accountable, and helping people rebuild their lives. If you're hurt on the job, don't face it alone. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A+ FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A+ Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A+ life with lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply today at aplusu.org/beat your rate.
Well, a bit of a shocker here at Memorial Stadium. It's the McNeil Mavericks leading Vandegrift 14-0. Mavericks opening the second half with their senior quarterback, Jaden Soltz, not available, but it's Calvin Cervini leading a touchdown drive. They now have a 2-score lead here early on in this third quarter. Now comes the Vandegrift offense. And Keith, we've seen Vandegrift be able to move the ball in the first half, just not been able to finish any drives off.
Yeah, I turned it over on downs twice in the red zone, trying to get it going. I think they've got to pick up their hop in their step. What I mean by that, I think you got to go fast, try to not allow any substitutions. If you want to go fast, you got to have positive plays. You can't have any negative plays, and I think you get to the line of scrimmage, try to apply the pressure as best you can, as quick as you can here. A lot of time left in this football game.
And Vandegrift played with a very slow pace in the first half. Ran for 116 yards, 84 coming from Justin Moore, the running back, who's offset next to Miles Tedecki. On first down, Tedecki will throw. Has thrown one interception so far tonight, but will take off and scramble, and he'll grab the first down.
Watch this defensive line collapse to the inside. Easy put down right here. This one is a quarterback. You see it, the field opens up, and he didn't even look downfield. He just put it down and make sure that he got the first down and got out of bounds.
Only 54 passing yards for Tedecki in the first half, along with that interception, but picks up 13 yards on the quarterback run. First and 10, Tedecki has time. We'll flip it out to Justin Moore, and too far in front of him, incomplete.
Didn't really step into that. He sort of threw off his back foot here. It was one of those where you got to lay it out there, put some zip on it, and allow your receiver to make the play, and then have a chance to lift his eyes and go outside. And now behind the chains a little bit. It's 2nd and 10.
Trailing by 14 points. Largest deficit this season since their opening week loss to Dripping Springs to start the 2025 year. 2nd and 10, Tedecki airing it out, looking for Linenberger, who makes the grab, his third catch of the game, picks up the first down.
Yeah, I stepped into this, though. This is a perfect ball right here. He got a little press coverage. They've been running a lot of short routes, and this time he just runs through the stop and finds in that in between the safety and the corner right there, and just dropped it in the bucket for the first down.
29-yard completion to Linenberger, longest completion of the night for Tedecki. Now Moore off to his left, big hole to work with across the 40-yard line. Another promising drive, Keith. We've seen Vandegrift get to McNeil's side of the field 4 times tonight. Can they cap it off with points, however?
Yeah, Moore doing a nice job using his blockers, weaving his way in for a 7-yard gain. Got some rhythm. See if they can keep the rhythm up right here.
9 yards away from the century mark. Moore's been banged up, only 180 yards this season. Having the best game of the season so far, though, for the senior tailback. 2nd and short. Tedecki, time to throw, now launching it down the field. He has Buechler inside the red zone.
Great touch. That's a ball you got to drop in. As you got the outside receivers taking everybody deep. You got a deep drag across the middle. Got to drop it over the linebackers in front of the corner. It's a perfectly thrown ball. This is a team that is defending state champion. They're not going to go quietly.
22-yard completion. Vipers once again in the red zone. Trailing by 2 scores here. Tedecki at the line of scrimmage, barking out the orders. Moore off to his left. It'll be Justin Moore on first down, tumbling forward inside the 10. Right at the line. The gain will be a yard short, but a 9-yard pickup. And Justin Moore now 100 yards on the ground tonight.
Well, the difference is we don't see any penetration. This offensive line now getting some push, and you can see guys that are pushed backwards or contacts 4, 5, 6 yards down the field. What a difference in the first half. All the penetration for those uniforms in white, not there here in the second half.
So 2nd and 1. They're 6 yards away from the end zone and their first points of the night. Tedecki back to Moore, has the first down, looking for the end zone, but will be about 2 yards short, so a 4-yard pickup, but it brings up 1st and goal.
Nice run. Again, good push up front. Moore bounces it back, takes it down to the 3-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming.
Marshall Lindenberger back in. Brock Chilton will come out. And we're going to see Vandegrift's jumbo package here just 3 yards away from the end zone. Soggy in motion on 1st and goal. It's Moore, and Moore finds pay dirt, and the first score of the night for Vandegrift. 3-yard touchdown run from Justin Moore, and the Vipers on the board.
Yeah, good push outside, and Moore finds that little sweet spot, angles into the end zone. It was an 8-play, 79-yard drive. Just look at the scenario. Took 2 minutes, 31 seconds off of the clock to get points on the board. Their first of the night. Player down for the Mavericks.
On the field for McNeil is Michael Jones, the senior linebacker.
Boy, what a ball game he's had, too.
We saw Marshall Holland, the other linebacker, get nicked up earlier on in this contest. 2 guys who are just essential to this defense. But Keith, how about the response from Vandegrift? Goes down 2 scores and responds immediately.
Well, you got a veteran quarterback, made 2 really nice passes on the drive. We dropped it in over the linebackers in front of the safeties on a crosser. Did a nice job. This is a team that's not going to panic. Now they've got to come out and find a way to get some stops here, but he came down and had a good answer right there.
Well, it took him 30 minutes, but the Vipers finally on the board. And after only 7 points scored in the first half, both teams scoring 2 touchdowns pretty quickly here in this 3rd quarter. As Wiley Olson, the SMU commit, on for the extra point. And the senior kicker.
Nice job by the holder right there. That was a bad snap. Able to get it down and get that extra point through there. And we've got a good second half coming.
We got a ball game, folks. Thomas J. Henry High School Football Live continues after this.
Welcome to Covert Auto Group. Since 1909, the Covert family has been at the heart of Central Texas, serving millions with pride and dedication. From modest beginnings to becoming a symbol of Texas automotive excellence, we are committed to setting new standards and exceeding expectations every day. Our journey is built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and a relentless focus on exceptional service. Discover what makes us different. Visit covertauto.com. Driving Texas forward.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A-Plus FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A-Plus Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A-Plus life. With lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply at aplusfcu.org/beatyourrate.
Back to a 1-score game, 14-7 here at Monroe Stadium. Take a look at the Covert Ford Bastrop Spirit Camp. It's middle school night here at Monroe Stadium, and now the fans, something to cheer for here as their offense finally able to cap off a drive with points, and it's 14-7, and McNeil back out on the field, and a very encouraging drive, Keith, to see the backup quarterback Calvin Serfini come in, but now with just a 1-score game, a crucial drive here to keep Vandegrift at arm's length.
Yeah, Aiden Taylor very much involved in that as a tailback as well. They did a really nice job on their first drive on first down. See what happens here.
Taylor ran for 26 yards in the last drive. Cervini's first throw since the touchdown completion to Zach Christie out to the outside to Brian Perkins. And Perkins picks up 2 yards on first down.
Nice tackling. You know, it's about tackling. It's a bubble screen, a quick screen to the outside, and you've got to have jerseys flying to the football, and they do. And stop it for a minimal gain.
2nd and 8.
You said in the break, this is probably the biggest drive of the game for the Mavericks right here. Can they take some time off the clock and move the football here?
They've had success moving the ball with both Cervini, but here is a little bit of a play gone wrong. A loss of 3.
And somebody was wrong because he turned and looked to try to hand it to somebody, and there was nobody there. That's a helpless feeling as a quarterback.
Going on the right page there, so actually a loss of 5 rather.
We have to put this in the air. Protect the football here. I say that so many times to young quarterbacks. You don't try to force something. If it's not there, put it down and gain as much as you can and bunt. But protect it. Don't give it away.
Cervini will just hand off to Aiden Taylor on 3rd and long, and Taylor chucking forward at the first down line. He's got it. Needed 13 yards. He got 13 yards.
Well, that is the run of the night. It's only 13 yards, but he had contact right here. 6 yards short, and he just keeps pushing and pushing. Gets it to the 35-yard line and a first down.
That's an absolute killer for Drew Sanders, Keith, knowing you're a play away from getting off the field defensively, and you give up the first down on just an inside draw.
Yeah, there's no measurement for want to, and that was want to get the first down.
2 tailback set, and now it's Silent Hall spinning away, and he's going to move forward near the first down line as well. A 9-yard pickup. We're seeing this McNeil offensive line and the running backs get some push.
They're doing a nice job up front. There was contact in the backfield, broke that tackle. Makes it very manageable now. 2nd and short. They have gone to this 2-back set, and it has worked.
Well, they ran for 31 yards in the first half. They have eclipsed that already here. Only halfway through this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 1. Gary in motion. It'll be Taylor, and Taylor has another McNeil first down. Once he gets out near midfield to the 48, give him 4 yards.
It's just good hard running right here. Lowering his shoulder and finishing and spinning. Start to use the play clock. So many things that you got to think about. There's 40 seconds in between snaps, and right now you want to take as much of that as you can when you're pushing the ball forward.
Under 4.5 to play in this 3rd quarter. Backup quarterback Calvin Cervini in for the injured Jaden Soltz, and so far he's led 1 scoring drive. An impressive drive here for McNeil. Cervini will throw, looking for Zach Christie, who comes back to make the catch, makes 1 defender miss, and brought down inside the 40-yard line. A lot of cushion for Zach Christie between him and the Vanderbilt cornerback.
No doubt. They had a bunch formation, and the corner was out there on his own, and he was not going to get beat deep, but instead he gives up that first down in front of him. Does stop the clock when he gets out of bounds, but into Viper territory here, and another really good drive.
15-yard completion. Zach Christie having an incredible game for the Mavericks.
We got to get this off. Clock's not moving. They have to take a timeout here.
Inside 2. Cervini gets it off as it expires, but takes the game's first sack. Coming in, Gavin Law, the sophomore nose tackle, brings down Cervini for a big loss.
Yeah, center snapped the ball and went to the left. He just left him unblocked. It was like there was a collapse down blocking. Everybody was sliding left, and the right guard didn't slide with him, and he had a free run to the quarterback. And now a negative play. They overcame a negative play earlier in this drive. This is the 8th play of the drive coming. Clock is moving, though.
Lost 6 yards there, so now 2nd and 16. We have seen McNeil convert a 3rd and 13 on this drive. And a flag comes in here. We have some movement on McNeil. So 2nd and long got 2nd and longer.
A little counter, and the right guard just lifted. He was going to try to get out in front of that counter play as a lead blocker, and he just lifted his body. It wasn't a big movement, but just enough to draw the flag.
2nd and 22. I don't think there's a 2nd and 22 play call in your playbook, Keith.
Screen. It's what's in mine.
Gary in motion. Cervini, quick throw. It's Zach Christie. Christie gets one block and turns upfield and gets out to the 42, so about 7 yards, but it still will be third and pretty long.
Well, it wasn't not your running back screen, but a wide receiver screen that time. But you wanted something simple. I can't believe they're rushing back to the line of scrimmage, and they are here.
Mavericks quickly and now turn to the sideline. Maybe trying to draw Vandegrift offside, pick up an extra 5 yards. It'll be about 3rd and 15 for Calvin Cervini. He's been nailed so far, but will hand off to Aiden Taylor, who's already picked up one first down on the ground on 3rd and long. Comes up short. Thought he had the first down.
Yeah, he saw the first stick and not the second stick. Made a nice move to the outside. Is this 4-down territory? Do you punt it away? It's so many things that you got here. See what you try to do. Into this breeze, it's going to be, if you try to field goal, it'll be 50 yards. And there is a pretty good, it's not blowing like it was a little earlier, but this will be into the breeze from 50 yards out.
So Bryce Wilson 1 for 2 this season. Made a 37-yarder. This will be from 50 yards out from the right hash mark. And it's blocked by Vandegrift.
It's
Brock
returnable.
Chilton going to be able to return it. It's inside the 20-yard line. Special teams play from Vandegrift. And now the Vipers back on offense and a chance to tie this game up.
Interesting. You've got great inside penetration. That's where it gets blocked. It can come from the outside. And at this level, at high school, you very few times you see guys from the outside, Cam, come and get the block. It usually comes from in the middle, and that penetration came from right up the middle. Got a hand on it, blocked it. Ball goes over to the Vipers.
Senior Parker Davis blocking the 50-yarder. So 1:15 to go in this third quarter. Vandegrift now just behind by a touchdown. Justin Moore to the outside for 1 or 2 yards.
Nice job of stringing this to the sidelines. Cam, you haven't heard me say this, but Roger has many times working with me. Sidelines doesn't miss any tackles. So if you can get them to the sidelines, it's not a missed tackle there at all. It's you got him down.
And Moore's been excellent in this third quarter, over 100 yards so far tonight. Ran in from 3 yards to put Vandegrift on the board. An opportunity to tie this game up now on this drive. Tedecki airing it out, middle of the field into triple coverage. Dangerous throw. Unfortunate, it finds the turf and now incomplete. 3rd and long upcoming for the Vipers.
Yeah, that's the first one I really saw him force. He forces in. He had the inside. It was a combination route with 3 guys on the outside. A quick out from the inside receiver. The slot receiver was coming across on a drag that was open. If he gets the football to him, it's enough for the first down. Now it's 3rd and long.
Empty set for Tedecki.
Press coverage on the outside.
Here comes Chilton in motion. Tedecki dumps it off on the screen, but no one's there. Incomplete pass. I think he was waiting for Thomas Buechler, who had not released yet from his block, and the McNeil Mavericks defense forces a punt here.
Yeah, it's 3 and out, and had it set up. He was there, but the receiver couldn't get around his own right tackle. And so no chance to make the play. He got blocked in. He ran into his tackle, wasn't there. It's going to lead to a punt.
Second punt of the night for Wiley Olson, who will send it back deep. A fair catch is called by Aiden Taylor. He'll take it his own 32-yard line. Big win for the Mavericks defense after a 50-yard field goal was blocked. But Vandegrift, a quick 3 and out with 52 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, the way this game has been played, now we have no idea. We have another quarter and games can change on a dime. the Mavericks can find a way to get points of any kind on this drive, it's going to make it a very difficult fourth quarter for Vandegrift. So this is a huge defensive stand for the Vipers right now against the Mavericks.
And Jarrell Gary now out at quarterback. It's been Charles Cervini, but Gary, remember, started at quarterback for McNeil last year against Vandegrift. He's only thrown 2 passes this season and will take it off and run and lost the ball, and the Vipers have it. Parker Davis, who blocked the field goal earlier, jumps on it, and it's the second Mavericks fumble recovered by Vandegrift.
Now that's the one thing you had to stay away from. And just a great, watch this helmet on football right there. I mean, shoulder and helmet came right down. It couldn't get the number exactly. It was one of the linebackers came in, and boy, ball popped out. And just like that, instant field position.
Might have been Thomas Foote, the senior. He was second on the team in tackles. The Vipers, after a quick 3-and-out, back up, but they're going to lose 5 yards here. Marshall Holland got the tight end to move, and Drew Sanders trying to argue that McNeil jumped across the line of scrimmage. But it'll be a false start. That's the 4th flag on Vandegrift, Keith.
Yeah, it's been a pretty well played game in that department. I mean, we didn't have any for the first 18 minutes of the game. It was midway second quarter before we had our first flag on either team.
1st and 15. Decky calling out the orders here, and now the drop back, fires out into the flat.
Good
Soggy,
tackle.
tripped up.
Good
Aiden Taylor with the stop.
That's a good tackle. Came up, lowered his shoulder. It's a big tight end, big body on the outside with some steam. He just took his pins out from under him. Makes it 2nd and 9.
This may be the final play of the 3rd quarter here. Vipers may get one more off, though. 2nd and long. And Scott Hermes will call a timeout here. Did not like the way McNeil was lined up.
Cam, welcome to a really good football game. Glad you're with us. Thanks for being here. And I'm telling you, what we've seen so far, you just look at the scenario of both these teams. You can tell these 2 head coaches know each other. These staffs know each other and what's going to happen. You can see somebody maybe a half a step ahead of the other one at times.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to watch.
Well, what's surprising, Keith, is it's a McNeil defense that is giving up about 38 points per game.
Yeah, they've
allowed no points in the first half, and so far only 7 overall in this game.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and that all starts with the 3 guys up in the broken stack defense, which is basically after what Iowa State does. I mean, they're the ones that have perfected it over the years. The 3 guys up front have to play well for their defense to play well. On both sides, these 3 down linemen the defensive linemen have all played well.
So 2nd and 9, this will likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Sadecki looking over to the sideline. A.J. Wally, the offensive coordinator, calling in the play. Sadecki looks to his right, fires far sideline. Brock Chilton makes the catch, and his feet come down. They're going to say he made it. Aiden Taylor quickly to the scene.
Well, Taylor was a half a step of taking this the other way. He reads it, jumps it, and just a half a step from getting there and knocking it away. Not sure he came down in bounds. The rule is if you hit a guy and he's in the air and you knock him out of bounds, I think he's out of bounds. He must have got 1 foot down somewhere there. He got a lot of plays in these last 12 minutes, 12 seconds.
Well, he got 2 yards, 3rd and 5 now for Vandegrift. Sadecki flushed out of the pocket, steps up, fires on the run. Incomplete pass, looking for Brock Chilton. And there's still 2 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Here comes 4th and 5. And I'm guessing Drew Sanders going to go for it. He's gone for it already twice on 4th downs, actually 3 times, I believe.
He's got a kicker that's a good one, and he's got some wind behind him here in the third quarter, but they're going to go for it. Maybe just outside the range. It would be about a 51, 52-yard field goal attempt, and they are going for it here on 4th down.
Line the game, the 29-yard line. Vandegrift yet to convert a 4th down. Sam Brown in at running back. Tedecki over the middle. Soggy's got it. First down, Vandegrift. And that ends the third quarter. A huge conversion on 4th down. A one-score ball game here. You're watching Texas High School Football Live. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert at Covert Chevrolet in Bastrop, where down-home roots and neighborly service still mean something. At Covert Chevrolet, we're proud to stand by our commitment to you with exceptional service and honest deals and treating every customer like family. For over 116 years, the Covert family has proudly served Central Texas. And here in Bastrop, we're more than a dealership. We're your neighbors. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop, or online at covertbastrop.com. Together, let's drive.
I think we're out of tortillas.
We can manage, right?
I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time.
Oh, that's Favor with our HEB Now order.
When it's got to be HEB and it's got to be now, Favor brings you HEB Now.
Bologna taco.
Get 15 items in as little as 45 minutes. Favor, how Texas orders in.
Back here for the final frame from Monroe Stadium. Vandegrift leading McNeil 14-7. Cameron Parker alongside Keith Moreland. A big 4th down conversion right before the end of the third quarter for Vandegrift. As Miles Tedecki on 1st down, searching out to his right. Now fires across his body, pass complete. Big completion there to Tyler Salo, his first catch of the game.
Yeah, great protection up front. He had all day to survey the whole field. Moving to his right, nice job of coming back. He's moving right, had to throw that ball back to the left. You don't like throwing ball back over the middle, but nice pitch and catch to make it 2nd and 5.
Justin Moore back in now at the running back. Vipers inside the red zone now so far in the second half. 1 for 1 when reaching the red zone. Struggled to cap off any drive in the first half with points. Can they take advantage again here? Hubbard all over Justin Moore on that run. And Moore closer to the 1st down line, but he'll be short.
Yeah, they're going to run it again here. Bring a big tight end into the game, bring a wide receiver out of the game. So more of a jumbo package into the game with 2 tight ends. And, well, one's going to be a tight end, one's going to be an H-back.
And Alex Paulson, the H-back. Arnav Sanghi, the tight end, motions to the right side. Moore, the tailback. Takes it on 3rd and short. He's got the 1st down. Needed 2 yards. Got 3.
Good old-fashioned smash mouth football right there.
Vandegrift trailed at halftime, 7-0, trailed 14-0. Trying to tie this game up. Justin Moore dodging tacklers left and right. Finally taken down at the 12-yard line, so a tough 3 yards for Justin Moore.
Yeah, player down for the Mavericks.
It's been a physical game tonight,
Yes,
Keith.
it has.
Physical game, and these drives, for the most part, have not been quick. They've been long, brutal drives.
You look at it in the ball game, when you just look at Vandegrift, they've got 5 drives of more than 8 plays, and they only have 1 touchdown. This looks like more like a cramp, but we're in the time of the year you would think that cramps would be over. But again, mid-90s, upper 90s again today, so we haven't had any what I call football weather.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a little chilly, isn't it? I mean,
we're getting there.
Well, maybe. We are in Texas. It might stay hot till Christmas.
Brian Perkins, the one who cramped up. You mentioned these long drives, Keith. They're long game time and also real time.
Yeah.
Over 10, 15 minutes. 2nd and 8. This drive continues for Vandegrift. We're not done yet. Still 10 to play in this fourth quarter. 1-score ball game. District showdown here. Moore again on 2nd and 8. Bursting forward inside the 5 into the end zone. A season-high game for Justin Moore continues, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and we're an extra point away from a tie ball game.
Really nice drive and a great run here by Moore. Punishing run, finishes for the touchdown. He said an extra point away, a 10-play drive, 61 yards on the drive.
Wally Olson trying to make it a 14-14 game. Snap is good, kick is good. We're tied up. Vipers come back from 14 down to tie it up. Texas High School Football Live continues after this.
After an accident, every second matters. That's why getting help from Thomas J. Henry is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, call us. One call puts our legal team in motion. Step 2, we come to you. Home, hospital, or wherever you are, we move fast to build your case. Step 3, we take over. From insurance battles to courtroom fights, we handle it all. So you can focus on recovering while we fight for the results you deserve. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Covert. At Covert Lincoln, we believe modern American luxury should extend beyond the showroom, right to your driveway. Our white glove service means effortless maintenance with complimentary pickup and delivery. And our state-of-the-art mobile service van comes to you wherever you are. From routine maintenance to minor repairs, we bring expert Lincoln care right to your doorstep. Because at Covert Lincoln, service isn't just convenient, it's seamless. Schedule today and experience the luxury of time well saved. CovertLincoln.com.
Quite the ball game here in 4 points. Friday night lights action, and it's tied up at 14 apiece as the Vipers have erased a 2-score deficit to tie this game up. Low kick from Raleigh Olson, returnable, and Aiden Taylor takes it inside his own 10 and out to about the 25-yard line. Well, the last Viper touchdown drive happened thanks to a McNeil fumble, their 2nd fumble lost of the game, this time from Darrell Gary. And remember, McNeil without starting quarterback Jaden Soltz, who exited the first half with an injury, and looks like we'll see Calvin Cervini back out at quarterback.
Well, he's going to have to, the senior's going to have to lead a scoring drive here. The ball game tied right now. They'd love to take time off the clock. More importantly, though, come away with points.
Mavericks searching for their first win against Vandegrift with Scott Hermes as the head coach. Silent Hall on first down. A nice run out to about the 38-yard line. He'll pick up 8 yards.
Yeah, he's got a good little burst. He's quick. He's a good combination with a big back. He's got good vision right there. Nice job of going forward and good positive yardage on first down.
It's that thunder and lightning combination with Aiden Taylor and Silent Hall. 2nd and short for McNeil, and most importantly, keeps the clock ticking. It'll be Aiden Taylor on 2nd and 2, and he's going nowhere. Vipers wrap him up. They'll bring up 3rd down.
Those defensive linemen that time doing a nice job. Wrapping him up with no chance. He tried to spin out of it. Huge play right here.
3rd and 2 for the Mavericks. Coach Hermes said when they run, they want to run behind the right guard. Gael Gallarza, the senior. Taylor on 3rd and short, and it will actually be Darrell Gary, and Gary gets the first down.
Yeah, he had contact in the backfield. 3 yards short of the first down. Watch this contact right there, but no denying. He lowered that shoulder and finished to get the first down.
He took the handoff. He was about 6 yards behind the quarterback. Got that head start. A huge first down picked up for McNeil. As Silent Hall will check back in. running back. Aiden Taylor out there as well. Keep an eye on number 9, bottom of your screen, Zach Christie. He's been excellent tonight for the Mavericks. A touchdown reception already.
Take a timeout. That's the second. Only one left.
Well, let's take a short break and hear a short message from Thomas J. Henry.
For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry has been in the fight for those who have been injured in Texas. With over $1 billion delivered to our clients in the last 4 years and more than 13,000 5-star reviews, our dedication to life-changing results is clear. But don't just take our word for it. Hear from those who've experienced the difference. Thomas J. Henry. The name you know, the firm you trust.
Well, we're coming down to the witching hour here. McNeil and Vandegrift all tied up at 14 apiece. Cameron Parker alongside Keith Moreland in this 25-6A district matchup. Two schools that know each other very well, two head coaches that know each other very well. It's because Scott Hermes was defensive coordinator for Drew Sanders 7 years here at Vandegrift and took the head coaching job at McNeil in his 6th season. Has led the Mavericks to back-to-back playoff appearances, but has not defeated his former coach yet. Trying to accomplish that here tonight on the road with a backup quarterback in. Cervini will throw, launching it down the field for Gary, who comes back and makes the catch. Makes a couple defenders miss and across the 40-yard line. Huge completion for Charles Cervini.
How about the ability to find the football? The receivers have got to be ball hounds. They've got to find it, go get it, and just a great adjustment. This ball was a little bit underthrown. He was under distress, but a nice job of coming back, finding the football, and then finishing the run into Viper territory.
Calvin Cervini finding Jarrell Gary, and he'll now on first down. Aiden Taylor tackled from behind, but he'll pick up 8 yards.
These guys up front, sometimes that offensive line can feel it, and they're getting a good push again. Those shoulders turn. When you can turn the defensive tackles and the ends shoulders, that they get turned, you can move them. If they stay square, they have a tough time, and they're turning some shoulders right now.
So 2nd and 2, and McNeil now in no rush to get this playoff. They're going to try and milk the clock and leave Vandegrift with as little as time possible, score or not, on this drive. But Cervini with Hall behind him will hand it off on 2nd and short, and Hall driven backwards. Gavin Law quickly into the backfield, and it'll bring up a huge 3rd down.
Yeah, that's good penetration. Defensive linemen don't like to look up and say, hey, they're running the ball on us. Did a nice job of splitting between the center and the guard. Might have to throw this football this time.
3rd and 5. Zach Christie has been the go-to target on 3rd downs tonight. He's lined up near side of the field. 3rd down, it'll be instead of throw to Brian Perkins, but not on the same page. We'll bring up 4th and 5.
Are you going to try another long field goal? That's the question.
Well, Bryce Wilson's out there. He's already had a 50-yarder blocked.
This is going to be a 47, 48-yard attempt as well.
Now the difference here, Keith, is that
he does have some breeze behind him.
Yes. The one that was blocked was into the wind. Now kicking with the wind here.
Got penetration up the middle that blocked the last one.
Missed a 50-yarder earlier in this game. This one from 48 yards out. The kick is up, hold is good, and the kick is good. Bryce Wilson from 48 yards out puts the Mavericks back on top.
45-yard drive when they needed it. 48-yard field goal in 7 plays. The other part of that, they took almost 4 minutes off the clock, 3 minutes and 49 seconds off of the clock, and now with a 3-point lead, I'd say, well, this has been an excellent high school football game.
Vipers with all 3 timeouts remaining.
He made this with plenty to spare. That would have been good from 60. I mean, legitimately from 60.
That's why Bryce was sent out to attempt that 50-yarder. Imagine if that one wasn't blocked by Parker Davis. So Wilson converts from 48 yards out. McNeil, who has led this game from the jump almost, back in front after giving up a 14-0 lead. Now up by 3 with 5:50 to go. Vandegrift with all 3 timeouts remaining.
You got to pound this ball. Knock it out of the back of the end zone with that leg.
Bryce, no doubt, probably has some adrenaline pumping through him after that made field goal. This one not returnable.
All right, we've seen when Vandegrift in their 2 drives that they've had success, they've been really balanced. They've been able to mix in the pass and the run. They've gotten vertical a couple times in the passing game. They got plenty of time. They got all 3 of their timeouts, so there's no panic here. I mean, go out and run your offense. Get Mr. Moore involved in this offense is where I would start. He has been really good tonight, their tailback.
He's been their best player offensively, over 100 yards on the ground, a pair of touchdowns. He lines up behind Miles Tedecki and now offset to his right. But Tedecki on first down, fires and intercepted.
I don't know.
Did Zach Christie bring it down? They're going to discuss this. Incomplete. We need a Howdy Honda replay here, Keith.
I'm just telling you that what a great job of reading it. He jumped the route from the outside. He was on another receiver. Get a chance to look at it right here. He went out with hands. No.
Incomplete.
Good call.
Great call.
A great call. Nice job of the officials doing their job.
So 2nd and 10. Tedecki's thrown 1 interception tonight. Turnovers have been a big storyline in this game. Mavericks defense has stood up to the test tonight, Keith. We've seen them come up big on 4th downs.
Twice.
Now can Scott Hermes get one more stop from his defense? 2nd and 10. Moore will motion back into the backfield. Tedecki, quick throw, finds Brock Chilton, and Chilton out to about the 33-yard line, so a pickup of 8 yards.
Really hard to defend this. I mean, it's a little quick RPO, and as a corner, you have to protect behind you. Hard to come up on it. Really nice extension of the running game now. Now a huge 3rd down here. Clock moving.
Nearing the 5-minute mark. Vipers all 3 timeouts remaining here. 3rd and 2. Sagi in motion. Tedecki over the middle. He completes it to Lindenberger. And Lindenberger was a broken tackle away from being off to the races, but nabs the 1st down.
That's the first time we've seen that inside curl from the slot receiver at the top of your screen. And again, there's not much of a play fake to hold the linebackers. Just dropped it in there. Good pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Under 5 now the play in this 4th quarter. Tedecki fires. Sagi again. Gets out to near midfield. Clock will continue to run. So a 7-yard completion.
No chance. It's just all real quick passes. There's going to be a point as a defender. You're going to have to start to step up because these are really easy pitch and catches where they're called overloads. You just overload one side. Not as many defenders as his receivers.
Buechler in motion for Tedecki, who was the MVP in last year's 6A D2 state championship game, leading the Vipers to their first ever championship in program history. Justin Moore, who was the safety on that team last year, picks up about 4 yards.
Well, he's been good running the football here tonight. He got enough to get the first down and move the chains now into Maverick territory. Clock running now.
Now the key here, by the way, Keith, is Vandegrift will be kicking into the wind for a potential game-time field goal. But no doubt Drew Sanders wants to end this drive in the end zone. Moore again, stuttering and stopping at the 45-yard line. Zach Christie meeting him there.
Just didn't get the watch it. He's sort of stumbling here at the beginning. He runs into the back of his tackle and he sort of stumbles to the outside. Never really could get his shoulders turned to go north and south. Anytime, you heard me say it earlier, anytime that you're running east and west, defenders have got a better shot at getting you on the ground and get you on the ground quickly.
Gave him a yard there. Now under 3 minutes to play. A lot of time coming off the clock on this drive. Vandegrift 45 yards away from their first lead of the ball game. Tedecki, quick throw to Chilton, sheds away a tackle from Zach Christie. Gets out inside the 40-yard line. Will set up 3rd and short.
Yeah, that is huge. 2 reasons. One, you get stopping him short of the line of the game, but that also stops the clock, because if you get him on the ground in the field of play, the clock's going to be running.
.247 to go in this fourth quarter. 3rd and 2 for Vandegrift, no doubt in 4-down territory. As Justin Moore lines up behind Tedecki, over 100 yards on the ground. Justin Moore trying to add to that. He's tripped up and he'll be short of the line to gain.
He's going to be just about a half a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th down. More importantly, that clock is going to be running.
It'll be close to the 2-minute mark, and we may see Vandegrift take this all the way down to the 2-minute timeout. Justin Moore coming off the field.
More importantly, you need a first down here. The clock is...
Griffin Gore back in at running back. Remember, he took the handoff on the first 4th down of the game, did not get it. Here's the ball game. 4th and 2. Tedecki calling his own number, breaks the tackle, racing out to the left. He has nowhere to go. McNeil gonna try and get the stop, and the pass incomplete. Tedecki just trying to make something out of nothing, firing it up to Tyler Salo in the Mavericks. Another 4th down stop.
The play was disrupted earlier. It had no rhythm. It didn't give the ball away, and then he gets to the outside. Great thing about it, there were no linemen downfield, so if this ball is completed and it was very close to being completed, it would have been a scenario where it would have stood up, because most of the time on a running play, you got offensive linemen downfield. You're going to have a 2-minute timeout here. What an unbelievable play there. They could have taken it to the 2-minute warning. There would have been a timeout. They rushed it with 2 seconds left, and it turns into this. It just gets pressure from the outside, and now it's a panic syndrome. What are you going to do with the ball?
How about the effort from Brian Perkins on that drive, and that pass right in the hands of Tyler Salo?
I mean, he had every chance in the world to catch the ball. What a play! The play was broken at the very beginning, but what a play just to get it in a position to throw the football.
Vipers do have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Over on downs for the 3rd time in the game.
Mavericks defense, Keith, that has given up about 38 points per game this season, has held the defending state champions to just 14 on their home field, and now
hold on to the ball. That's the first thing. Can't fumble it. Force them to use timeouts.
Minute 55 away from a victory. Aiden Taylor on first down, and the Vipers going to burn their first timeout. Player down, and we'll take a break as well. McNeil, a minute 43 away from a massive upset here. Texas Football Live continues after this.
In a world where automotive excellence reigns supreme, one name stands above the rest, the Covert Auto Group. Since 1909, we have been the driving force in Central Texas, delivering unparalleled quality and service. With 11 locations, our vast inventory offers a thrilling range of new and pre-owned vehicles. But we aren't just about cars. We're about family and community. We're dedicated to providing outstanding customer satisfaction. The Covert Auto Group, 100.
Front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price. You are Kubota.
Verge of a huge upset here in 25-6A. The Mavericks leading the Vipers. We're ranked 14th in the state, 17-14 here at Monroe Stadium. And Keith, we just talked about during the break that fourth down call. I'm surprised Coach Drew Sanders did not wait until the clock had reached the 2-minute timeout to kind of regroup and get his troops ready.
I thought maybe they would come to the line of scrimmage and fake like they were going, trying to draw them off sides, maybe, but they snapped the ball. And they were 2 seconds short of the 2-minute timeout.
So 2nd and 9 for McNeil. And a 1, 2, 3 yard gain perhaps, and maybe a bit more, and Vipers will use their second timeout. Here's a stat for you, Keith. Vandegrift, 9-0 against McNeil. All-time series history. That may be snapped tonight, and that includes McNeil's starting quarterback, senior Jaden Soltz, not playing the second half.
Yeah, he had a marvelous first half. What a nice job in the second half. They just kept grinding. The impressive part has been what they've done defensively. This has been an offensive club when you look at the Mavericks all season long. They've been putting points on the board against everybody they've teed it up against, and they've been putting big numbers on the board, 30s, 40s, 50s, but they have also given up a bunch of points. Well, right now they've only given up 14 to one of the better teams in the state of Texas.
3-2 this season, 2-1 in district play. Opened the season with a loss at Weiss, and their first district loss came on the road against Round Rock. But this win would go a long way in securing a third straight playoff bid for the Mavericks. But first, they need 6 yards here.
This is going to be an ISO. They're going to run this off tackle and force them to use their last timeout.
Jarrell Gary gets the handoff on 3rd and 6, trying to rumble his way forward. He'll be short. The Vipers will burn their 3rd and final timeout to ensure the offense will get the ball back with just over a minute to play, but no timeouts left.
Well, now, here's the next part of this. You're going to punt this ball away. Got to get a good snap. Got to get the ball off. Got to get it down the field. Those are all things that's on the far side of the field. They're huddling on that. On the near side of the field, they're thinking, let's go get it. If you can go get it, it makes it a much better scenario if you can get the block. But really entertaining game, and then if the kick gets off and you get it downfield, then you got to look at that's something that the Vipers haven't done very well tonight is get the ball vertical, and they've only 15 to 18 yards has been their longest pass of the night. So they're going to need to get some chunk plays in the passing game to get back in this one.
Bryce Wilson back to punt, punting with the win. Brock Chilton back to receive.
Boy, at the high school level, do you have a good deep snapper? And you know what the deep snapper is the quarterback. And that's who's snapping it right now for him.
Calvin Cervini, who's played phenomenal in this second half. Good snap. Wilson gets it off. A solid punt and a fair catch called by Brock Chilton. He'll take it at the 21-yard line, and that's where the Vipers will start this drive. A minute 31 left to play. No timeouts remaining.
Well, the clock stops in high school football, if you don't know, after a first down. So you can stay in the middle of the field, especially in the first 4 to 5 plays of this ending of the game, so you don't have to worry about getting out of bounds if you get 10 yards and a first down.
Up and down night for senior signal caller Miles Tedecki, the Kansas State commit and former state champion, trying to lead the Vipers in the field goal range, at least on this drive. Will step up in the pocket, being chased from his right. Now will take off and just run, scrambling away from the McNeil pass rush and be about a yard shy of the first down marker, but a good start for Vandegrift on this drive.
Yeah, but the other part of that, I like that they had 4 vertical routes. There were 4 guys 20 yards down the field, but also the quarterback saw that and knew that there was nobody there to spy him, so he stepped out. Another part of it, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
A second in the yard, Tedecki will step up again and trying to pitch it to his receiver, was being hit from behind. Oh, Lord. Incomplete, looking for Lindenberger. Now I'll bring up 3rd and 2. Clock stops at 1:15.
Very close to the line of scrimmage when he gets rid of this football as he starts to step up. He is right there. He is a yard short of that line of scrimmage when he pitched it. He pitched it at the 30. The ball's at the 31, but it is 3rd down.
Junior Ethan Wynn applying the pressure. 3rd and 1. Tedecki out to his left. Pump fakes and being pushed backwards, now throws it up.
Right-handed. How about that? He switched hands and threw this ball right-handed to make sure he got it out of his hands. How about that awareness? He knew he couldn't throw it left-handed, so he switches hands in the air and just chunks it with his right hand. Watch him right here. He feels the pressure on the outside. I can't throw it this side. Let me get it in my right hand, and throws it with his right hand. That's some awareness, isn't it?
Incredible. A sack there. You just cannot afford to take. It would set up 4th and long.
Is there a penalty on this play?
They may have been checking for intentional grounding, but he was outside the tackle box. Because he was back. Look, they were backed up. Now that they've corrected it.
But it is 4th down.
4th and 1. Vipers looking to avoid their first district loss of the season and their first ever loss to McNeil in school history. 4th and 1. Tedecki out to his left, surveying, fires, intercepted. Picked off by McNeil. Aiden Taylor in the Mavericks, for the first time in school history, will knock off the Vandegrift Vipers. Flag is down, far side of the field. And I believe this will be against Vandegrift here.
Yeah, it's post-possession foul. Here he comes. Can you snap it twice? You get the snap twice, take a knee twice, you can come away with a huge upset. Just a huge upset.
And to do it on the road, and to do it with your senior quarterback out for the second half, just a testament to how this program has been turned around by Scott Hermes in his 6th season as the head coach, 0-5 against his former boss, Drew Sanders, since moving up the road from 4 Points to Round Rock, Texas, to take the McNeil job. 3 years ago, won just 2 games, but now has taken McNeil to back-to-back playoff appearances, and a win here tonight moves them a step closer to the 3rd consecutive
Puts them in great
season.
position right now.
One last time. And Calvin Cervini takes the knee, and the Mavericks can celebrate. What a victory.
No question.
For the Mavericks.
First time they've ever walked away with a victory, lining up to play Vandegrift, and they did it so many different ways. They were so good on the grab, so good on the ground in the game, moving the football, but the difference in the game is what they did defensively. They were just spectacular. They kept the Vipers off balance all night long.
Well, it won't be hard to decide our Covert Auto Group winning drive of the game.
Well, it just starts right here. You get a good run, it gets a good start up the field, and they've done it. They did it all night. They get good power right here. Get stopped short. Watch them come right back here from I formation and just muscles forward for the first down. That starts them on the process, get that first down, and then what a pitch and catch right here. This puts them in field goal range. They're down at the 35-yard line. They don't get anything going forward from that point. This gets called back, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And they get a negative play here. They come back, and an incompletion on the side is going to lead to 48-yard field goal that he makes and would have made it from 60. And that's the difference in the ballgame.
And that comes back after having a 50-yarder blocked. Led 14-0 in this game at halftime. Lose their starting quarterback, but they come out, and despite the Vipers scoring 14 unanswered, the Mavericks able to hold off Vandegrift and pull off the upset and win this one 17-14.
Cam, thanks for spending some time with us. We appreciate it. You brought a good one too, man.
Is it always this fun?
It was a good one tonight.
Well, special thanks to Corey Wiesland, our producer, back in the truck. For Roger Wallace, for Keith Mullen, I'm Cameron Parker saying good night from 4 Points, Texas. Final score, the Vandegrift Vipers 14, the McNeil Mavericks 17.
Most people don't realize it, but your oral health plays a big role in your overall health and well-being. It's all connected.
And it's not just about avoiding cavities. What's happening in your mouth can affect the rest of your body, including your heart.
That's because gum disease can allow bacteria to creep into your bloodstream, which could lead to problems like heart and cardiovascular disease.
Fortunately, brushing, flossing, and regular dental visits can greatly lower those risks.
Think of your dentist as more than someone who cleans your teeth. They're looking out for your overall health.
And something as simple as brushing twice a day, it can make a big difference for your heart.
So don't skip it. Taking care of your teeth means taking care of yourself.
Because a healthy mouth isn't just about your smile, it's about your health and well-being.
These sponsors are valued community partners of KXAN Simple Health. Get healthy today.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A+ FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A+ Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A+ life. With lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply today at aplusfcu.org/beatyourrate.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota. Check out the new Kubota L2502 package deal. A front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price.